Yo, what's up, guys? So, I don't know why, but I just felt the urge to make this video right now. I'm working on some music and stuff, and I was kind of dabbling in a collab that I got coming up pretty soon. And I'm just thinking, like, I just worked on it for 2 hours, and it's practically done. How did I get to the point where I could work on music for 2 hours and practically have it be finished? There's a super important topic that not a lot of people talk about when it comes to production and making music and whatever. I'm just gonna stick to like the dubstep rhythm genre for now because that's what I make. But there is a lot of different ways to get good, and I'm not gonna say get good at one specific thing, whether it's like mixing, mastering, sound design, whatever. Just getting good, all around good. There's something that not a lot of people say, and whether they didn't realize it or didn't think about saying it or wanted to gatekeep it or whatever, but the most important thing that you guys have to work on is your ears, because you're using your ears to make all of your music. And I'm not going to sit here and say like, wear earplugs, clean your ears out, get them clean professional. No. That's not what I mean. I mean, you need to be able to understand where everything needs to sit in a mix. So I just pulled up this song that I worked on a live stream. It sounds like this. I'm going to say that's pretty well mixed. And I didn't sit here for hours fixing the mix or anything. I mean, I honestly didn't even mix it. I just made it and mixed it as I went. The only reason that I'm able to do that is because I have spent so long making builds and drops like this. And it's a certain combination of making a build and a drop that's super important. So if that made no sense, this is what I mean. You have to challenge yourself in a way that's different every single time. So with production, there are so many things to learn that you have to find a way to challenge yourself as many different ways as possible. So just to help you guys out, I want to give you some homework to do if you're watching this video and you genuinely want to get good, because only the people that genuinely want to get good are going to do this homework, and this is for you. So what I want you to do is spend a week, make an entire song or build to drop, whatever you want to do. If you're fresh starting out, make a build and a drop every day for 7 days. Force yourself to do it. Dude, I did this 1 week. I got home at 1 a.m. and I sat on my computer for 30 minutes, half asleep, and still made the track. I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't care. You have to. Unless you die, you have to make a build and a drop for this week. Or a week, or whatever. If you want to do it next month, whatever it is. Make a build and a drop, or if you can and you're able to, make a full song every single day. Doesn't matter production quality, doesn't matter anything. I want you guys to do that. Once you guys have done that, and it seems fairly easy for you to do that pretty consistently, I want you to then challenge yourself to make something in a different genre. If you don't sound design, then force yourself to only sound design. If you just picked up Ableton and you're trying to learn it, I'm not talking about like the basics and stuff of like commands or whatever. I just mean like once you figure out the basics and then you're going into like what does operator do, what does wavetable do, stuff like that. Force yourself to use it. So one thing that I think I'm personally lacking in is sound design. I don't have Serum and I only use Vital. So what I'm trying to do is mainly use synths to make my basses. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I just got pretty good at manipulating already made samples to be sounding very new and unique. A lot of people don't like that. They don't think it's real producing. Whatever. You can think whatever you want, but now I try not to do that. So this one was a song that was like that. I started from 100%. I'm trying to find it, but I guess I deleted the MIDI. I swear to God, I'm not lying. I made it. Oh, yeah, right here. So that's one patch. That's another patch. I made this on live. Yes, it's right here. Okay, now I have proof. God. So I made that and then turned it into... The whole point of me saying that is I'm lacking in sound design, so I'm sound designing and forcing myself to. What this, with doing that, that helped make a brand new sound that I would never come upon if I didn't sound design this. So whatever you guys think you're lacking in, if you can't work with samples, then work with samples. If you can't sound design, then sound design. If your flows are trash, then only work on flows. And just keep, you know, cycling through. Okay, this week I'm gonna make a build and drop every single day. Next week I'm gonna do some challenges, right? One big thing is, if you guys have any producer friends, do challenges with them. Do what I do with my friends is 45-minute challenges, whether it's a remix challenge, a bootleg challenge, a sample challenge, a stock DAW challenge. Pretty much, if it's a remix or bootleg, you're just taking stems or the original song and remixing it for 45 minutes. If it's a stock DAW challenge, then you can only use what comes in the DAW. So only the samples that come in the DAW, only the synths that come in the DAW, nothing third party in the slightest. And then the sample challenge is you get your friends together, they each send in their own samples, and then you use those samples to make a song out of it in 45 minutes. So that's just some ideas for you to improve. So my biggest thing, right? My biggest thing that I tell everybody is, first, it takes consistency. You need to be consistent as possible to actually get good. And let's say you get good, right? And then you take 2 months off, you're not going to be as good as you were 2 months before. And I'm not saying you have to produce every single day. The whole takeaway from this video, the whole reason why I wanted to make this video, is because so many people are trying to get into producing because it's so easy and it's so much, you know, there's so much information out there and blah, 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 blah. Yes, you can go on YouTube and you can find a bunch of information or whatever. The best thing that I did was sit in the DAW and just have fun and just be consistent. That's how I kind of found my style. That's how I found my workflow. That's how I made my own Ableton template. Whatever it is, you will figure out your workflow, but you have to put in the work. And you can't expect to be doing this for 3, 4, 5 months and get good. It just isn't like that. So another thing, I'm not going to break down this track in the slightest, but look how small it is, dude. It says right here like 30, but even there's less than 30 tracks in here. And it sounds pretty full. Obviously, there's more things that I can add into it, but I just want you guys to physically see this project. So when you look at yours and you have 150 tracks, you can understand that is 100% unnecessary. And the only reason why 150 tracks would be necessary is if you're adding so many small elements around the song that it makes it really cool and unique. But if your bass group is over 30 to 40 tracks, you got too much, my boy. So I got 4 playing at the same time. Actually, I got one main one, which is this. That's it. And then this guy, and this, and this. 2 of them are the same sound. Yeah, that's it. I'm not really going to teach you guys how to produce or whatever. This is kind of just some words of inspiration and motivation. That's it, though. If you guys got any questions, if you guys got any video ideas or whatever, leave it down below. Peace, man.